Hello and welcome to another episode of Fun and Joy at Work. Like every year, Fun and Joy at Work brings those industry leaders together who by their contribution to society bring the change and grow their sector to a new high. In this series of felicitation and knowledge session today, we will meet such people who are making their way towards our heart by food. Yes, we're talking about world leaders in the food and hospitality industry. World Leadership Congress is an event where we will meet those personalities who with their new ideas and innovation are getting their industry to a new high.
The Asia Food Congress will bring together connoisseurs in food, taste buds, and for those who have created new ideas and innovated in the food industry. Whether it is food which is hot served on the table, or it is food that is delivered to our houses because we want to play it safe, or it is food by itself, the innovation.
In this August gathering, leaders of the food and hospitality sector came together on one platform to share their ideas and innovations and to discuss the success path of their industry.
The aim of the panel discussion is to give insight into ideas, ideating. Because if you are ideating, you're actually creating something new. And many people have success stories. And their success stories can be written in the form of a book. So we are actually making these success stories being presented to people who would like to listen, who would like to learn, who would like to believe that they can transform what they are currently seeing, believing and acting. So the panel discussion is all about learning, unlearning and taking away those ideas which you want to practice for the future.
The first knowledge session was on redefining existing roles, specialists to multitasking. Through this session, experts highlighted how with existing roles, multitasking is important in this difficult time.
That's when you're a founder and CEO, so that's a very interesting area to be in. So would you like to share your background, how you got into this business and what brings you to where you are today?
Being a founder, it's something like, 360-degree areas, you are the owner of ship, आपको ही सब कुछ करना है. And when we started, after 6 months only the COVID situation happened.
Well,
so when we started with plant-based yogurt, it was very new concept to the Indian market. Because in Western, it is already started. It started from 2015. And as it was predicted that plant-based product market is going to hit in India in 2025. So we started so early.
so you're our first movers, basically.
Yes, we are the pioneers of the plant-based yogurts in India. We utilize that all pandemic times for the innovation of the product. And during that time also, we fortunate enough to work with the NASA. So we are the first Indian company and the world's first company to make a plant-based product to the NASA.
Congratulations.
Thank
It's
you
a lot
so
of
much.
pride for all of us.
Yeah, thank you so much for the Deep Space Food Challenge, which is a space mission for 5 years.
So Vinay, tell us something about your story on getting here as a general manager, as a leader of a team. What is your thoughts?
I realized that if I really want to grow in my career, to become a GM, you really need to know much more than what just front office is or rooms division is. So that's when I moved out of a property which was almost 500 plus keys to a property which was just 90 rooms. And everybody asked me this question, Vinay, why would you do that? 500 keys to 90 rooms. But the catch or something which caught my eye was that this 90 room hotel actually had 9 F&B outlets. It's F&B which I was, kind of backward in, because I was always a rooms guy and I needed F&B as an experience, not just kitchen but service as well, to gain that experience to become a GM. In my hotel, in fact, we have done a lot of clustering, which has helped, we always look at it as a cost saving measure, but in our hotel, we looked at it as an opportunity for the team member to grow. So that is what kind of, got it to be a success for us. But people really wanted to grow in their life, in their career, and they wanted to learn more. Rather than saying it is a cost-cutting measure, we said this is for your growth. We are training you in various departments. Give them that career path. That's the most important thing that we need to give the young minds these days.
Abhishek, you're in Ahmedabad, part of the Hyatt, my colleague in the chain.
Yes.
Tell us more about your part of the world and also about yourself.
Multi-skilling is something that I've believed personally from my early stages in the career. Volunteered to diversify from rooms division to F&B as part of my OCLD program. Anyway, it was a structured program to go through that process. which I did later on. But I think multi-skilling is not just beneficial for the business, it's also crucial and very, very important for an individual's growth and own personal learning for the career trajectory that one wants to take.
One thing you want to give to the audience and to us with your experience, one message to the team about the future in terms of multitasking and how to go about it.
You know, multitasking is great. I think it's great for growth of individuals. I think people learn more, they grow. But you know, we're in a business where we're trying to give out experiences. We're trying to deliver an experience in a hotel. Now, specialists, they know their job, so they won't compromise on standards, they won't compromise on quality, and so on. But multitasking, yes, he may do the job, but is he doing it as well as the specialist would? That's just a thought.
I think the balance that has to be drawn is that when you say multitasking, we're not talking about bringing in one person to do 3-4 tasks and they're not doing it well. It's about bringing a team together that can understand each other's role and support each other. On that note, we wish the new generation all the very best.
We'll do a few accolades right now. I'd like to invite Dr. C.M. Dwivedi. Okay, our first winner for this morning. Dr. Dwivedi, present this to Mr. Sajid Joseph, the General Manager of the Alila Fort Beshangar. Mr. Vinay Nair, the General Manager of the Doubletree by Hilton Pune Chinchwad. Abhishek Sahai from the General Manager at the Hyatt Ahmedabad. Ashley, please step up for your accolade. Ashley Thomas from the Hotel Sea Princess.
Now we will hear from experts on how to maintain the perfect balance and to get the feeling of the human touch with the help of technology and getting back business efficiencies after the pandemic.
Ankush, if you could share with us that how do we enhance guest satisfaction or the customer experiences?
The expectations have shifted back from, the stay in the hotel to more of safety and sanitization procedures that we follow. They are looking at less interaction, more of, app-based check-ins, check-outs. So all in all, the hotels have to invest in technology wherein you are able to provide a safe environment to the customer.
How do you see the future of the hospitality? How this whole technology is going to get transformed, the future of the hospitality? If you can share some of your thoughts about it.
I see the industry evolving, and what will come would be a technology audit, a technology satisfaction scores, a uniformity of technology, a technology that is an enabler, a technology which are detractors. So it's going to stay. Technology is changing very fast.
Over to Deepan, and since you are from the food industry, if you could share your thoughts.
Talking about specific business that we are in, where we cater to the food processing sector, technology is helping a lot. I mean, giving example from where Azilus as a company and the industry of distribution is going, we companies are now investing into customer digital portals where we invite the customers to come on board, choose recipes or make basic formulation that is under a e-lab kind of a format where the people can do the basic formula or a recipe, but at the end of the day they'll have to talk to our application expert to develop the product in our kitchen and then see whether those things that we spoke on the paper are being delivered or not.
True.
And that cannot come if there is no human touch, and therefore the interaction comes.
So you've recently opened your hotel, and then unfortunately the pandemic got stuck and all. So if you could share something more detail about your hotel's infrastructure, the IT infrastructure to be specific, or the technology.
Technology will definitely make humans' efficiency better. That's what I look at from an infrastructure point also, and looking at my hotel operations too. That's a understanding I have.
How do you see that the future of the entire hospitality looks like in terms of the recruitment or hiring for the team members?
With the advent of technology and with the kind of tools we are getting today, a lot of processes in terms of recruitment, hiring are already streamlined, and we're just going to see that streamlined to a 99% efficiency till the time the human touch is not involved.
After knowing the perfect balance between technology and the human touch, the gathering was overwhelmed with the chef community who discussed on the culinary revolution and how this revolution is shaping the world of the hotel industry.
If you can just throw us a light on what you see, what you saw that time when you do all the research and today's context.
I belong to an earlier generation, so I can relate to that. Going to an A-star hotel was also a great achievement for us. We used to go only to celebrate. Then when I went to college at that time, going to a Udupi restaurant and having a masala dosa was quite a revolutionary for us. And then gradually we started seeing that the hospitality industry, and not only the 5 stars, but even the street food, started developing to such an extent that going out and eating was no more an event. It became a part of our lifestyle. So that is quite a revolutionary thing.
Parag, what do you think? Maharashtrian food, we all have grown up with eating sabudana khichdi, and it's very considered like a bhakri and zhunka, which is like always a staple food. But actually, if you go to see, it has got one of the best nutrients ideal for today's life. So what do you think about that kind of revolution?
We grew up having pot ice cream or sacha ice cream way back in the 90s and the 2000s. But nowadays with natural and Baskin Robbins, people have forgotten about the sacha ice cream. So we started the sacha ice creams here. When you say that we've started that, so I think that we've got back the revolution from whatever that was in the 90s and 2000s, that we got back the Maharashtrian food into the cities like Thane and Dadar.
Siddhi, what exactly, when you said healthy food, what is that?
So basically what we are doing is Northeast has the best quality of herbs and spices in the country. It's all the Himalayan terrains, untouched by the green revolution, so chemicals never went there. The flora and fauna is very pure, so they have these high medicinal value herbs and spices, which we are blending basis Ayurveda and modern scientific research, again done in US. So we take in those research and our Ayurvedic studies, and we are making these blends which you can just mix in hot water and drink.
And we have Rakhi Vaswani. So tell us something like, how do you think this revolution has made a difference? The way it was before pandemic and suddenly the rise probably after pandemic?
Pandemic was all about surviving. I went to my team and I said, hey, this is our place. We've made it with all the effort and we're not going to give this up. And let's stay afloat. Let's just stay and survive. And it's that social media which let us survive, it let us float, it let us fly. So when we teach our students, we teach them, I tell them this is a 2023 model, not even a 2022. Because today as a chef, you need to know it all.
Thank you, panelists. It was wonderful knowing you all.
May I invite Mr. Ashish Gakre, a member of the core committee of the World HRD Congress, on stage. The most hospitality icon, the general manager's category goes to Bhagwan Balani, general manager of the ITC Grand Central, a luxury collection hotel.
Hello and welcome back to World Leadership Congress. Now it's time to discuss and find the way out on how we can stop food wastage.
Kshitiz, you also work for so many hotels here in India. So what do you feel that, what are the practices which your hotel was adapted to avoid these situations?
First thing is with the ordering of the food. What is required? So if you are over ordering, obviously the wastage will be more. The second thing is the processing and receiving of the food.
Ravish, you work in Goa. What practices your hotel does?
When we say about sustainability, we take a stand as a restaurant, as a hotel. We empower our guests and customers to feel good about that they are also taking part in saving the planet. Because not everyone can do that at home, but this way at least they can contribute to this and they feel good about it. Reducing carbon footprint, getting products sourced locally, and conservation of things which are around, reducing the wastage of water, and yes, so all these practices helping us to do this.
Karan, what type of precautions or measures you take?
So right now the manufacturing that we have is contract manufacturing and we've outsourced it. And the momos that we have, particularly right now, they're all handmade. So the wastage is actually very less compared to machines as well, because there are no pellets or there are no raw ingredients being stuffed into a machine and something is made out of it. It's all handmade, made by humans, and that also increases the employment.
Chef Sandeep, tell us something about the practices or measures you generally take to your hotels.
So we have an online portal called MESH, which stands for Marriott Environment Sustainable Hub. And that not only records the food wastage per se, it also is a 360 hub which records what kind of emissions are happening, what kind of water sustainable measures are in place. A 360 view is obtained of all the sustainability measures that a hotel is taking at various fronts.
Chef Johnson.
Well, it's imperative for us to know the difference between food loss and food waste. When I say this in layman's language, it would be before the food reaches consumers or before the food reaches the chefs, everything which has happened to the food, all the decisions which have been taken, for example, wrong storage methods, wrong transportation practices, and all the losses which occur in food can be termed as food loss. Once the food reaches the hotels, once the food reaches your homes or your houses or wherever the food is manufactured or processed, all the decisions and actions taken over there which results in the loss of food is called food wastage. As simple as that.
Food control is nothing, just the proper indent, proper forecasting and proper production, nothing else. Once you are going to cook the food, you cannot save further more than 24 or 48 hours unless you are going to freeze that food.
Thank you very much.
Now it's time to meet the iconic leaders of the food and hospitality industry.
Move into the awards now. We'll move ahead. Can I invite Mr. S.K. Dutt from the core committee on stage, please? Okay, our first category, this is for the most admired chefs. Chef Rakhi Vaswani, founder of the Palette Culinary Academy. Next winner, this is for the topmost hospitality icons. We are happy and proud to present this to Sanjeev M. Deshmukh, owner of KitchenSolutions.com. Our next winner is Jugnu Gupta, Director of Taste Palette Private Limited. Next winner is Anuradha Tambolkar, YouTuber and writer from Anuradha's channel. The next winner is Chef Nilesh Limaye, Chef Culinary, all about cooking. Next winner, Chef Parag Ramchandra Joglekar, Executive Chef from Sizzle Desi. Next winner, Dr. Mohsina Mukadam, Associate Professor Coordinator, Tourism and Travel Management course from the Ram Narayan Ruya Autonomous College. Our next winner, Chef Vishal Sharma, Founder Director, Chef Designs. The next winner is Rishi Chopra, General Manager for the Radisson Blu Resort and Spa. The next winner, Utsa Majumdar, General Manager from the Hyatt Regency Dharamshala Resort. Thank you so much, Mr. Dutt, for doing us this set of honors. All right, we'll now have Mr. Ashish Gakre joining us, Santa's helper. Okay, our next winner, S. Amarnath, General Manager from the Residency Towers. Our next winner, Ankush Sharma, General Manager from the Gaur Sarovar Portico, Greater Noida. Our next winner, Chef Nitin Shende, the Senior Lecturer from the Government Institute of Hotel Management and Catering Technology. Our next winner is Chef Ravish Mishra, the Executive Chef from the Westin Goa. Our next winner, Chef Kshitiz Shekhar, Executive Chef from the Hotel Marine Plaza. Our next winner, Chef Sandeep Pandey, Executive Chef from the JW Marriott AeroCity. Our next winner, Chef Jason Fernandez, Executive Chef from the Novotel Mumbai Juhu Beach. Our next winner, Chef Pankaj Jha, the Executive Chef from the Taj Sats Air Catering Limited, Kempegowda International Airport. Our next winner, Chef Harish Rao, the brand chef and chef consultant and food stylist. Well, thank you so much. So I would like to give a little respite. All right, I'd like to invite Dr. Jai Madan, and let me introduce the next awardee, Chef Kaviraj Kiliani, the celebrity master chef from Creative Cuisine International. Amit Kumar Sharma, the General Manager from the Amanora, the Ferns Hotels and Club. Arjun Kagalu, the General Manager from the Hyatt Centric Candolim, Goa. All right, our next winner is Yako Leroux, the Area Vice President, South India Hyatt, and the General Manager of the Grand Hyatt, Goa. Chef Amey Marathe, the CEO and founder of Jesame Biotech. We have someone on his behalf. Our next winner is Chef Ishita Shah Shinde, Chef de Partie, Reliance Industries Limited. Chef Kumaresh Naidu, the Chief Innovative Officer and co-founder of Connoisseur Hospitality Incorporated. The next winner is Chef Manish Mehrotra, the corporate chef from the Indian Accent Restaurants, New Delhi and New York. Chef Nitin Tandon, the founder and chief stylist from the Nitin Tandon Food Styling and Consulting. Praveen Pandey, the chef de cuisine from Kangan at the Westin Mumbai Garden City. Santosh Maicherla, the executive chef from the ITC Fortune Miramar. Neeraj Maharshi, the general manager for the Doubletree by Hilton Jaipur Amir. Chef Gagandeep Singh Sani from the Shangri-La Eros, New Delhi. Sharad Datta, the GM from the Westin Mumbai Garden City. Surajit Chatterjee, GM at the Holiday Inn Goa, Candolim. T. Bobby Singh, the General Manager for the Pushkara Sarovar Portigo, Dibrugarh. Vinod Ramamurthy, the General Manager for the Doubletree by Hilton, Agra.
Thank you for watching World Leadership Congress, where you met iconic leaders of the food and hospitality industry.